Welcome back to Good Day. We love featuring folks who are doing it their own way. Drew Baldridge visited Then Your Day in 2015, opening for Chris Young at Centennial Terrace, and again in 2017 when he played the Faster Horses Festival in Brooklyn, Michigan. Steven Jackson recently sat down with the chart-topping country singer.
Good morning and welcome, or should we say welcome back to Good Day, Drew. It's been a few years, but you've done this show in the past, and a lot has happened in the past 9 years. So where are you right now? How are things going when it comes to music?
Man, music's crazy. It's all great. You know, I'm here in Nashville, Tennessee. We're about to leave to head to, we actually play a show tomorrow down in Augusta, Georgia, and then we're heading up to, I think, Cincinnati. Then we come up, man, to Detroit next weekend. I mean, we're all over the place for the next 2 weeks. And it's been a life-changing year for us. You know, we had a song called She's Somebody's Daughter that we sent to country radio just by ourselves last year, independently. I've been in Nashville for 13 years chasing this dream, and finally sent a song to radio. And we had our first #1, man, which is just a big blessing for us. And, you know, now Tough People, new single we just put out a couple of weeks ago. We're top 50 at country radio and trying to do it all over again. It's crazy to think, man, once you have one #1, everybody's like, what's next? And I'm like, I don't know. We're going to try to figure that out.
So the pressure is on to continue to deliver. Yes. So let's talk about one of your #1s, Tough People. Where does a song like that come from? Because there's so much depth there. There's so much pain. There's so much endurance and perseverance. So where did that song come from?
Yeah, you know, I wrote this song last year when I was sending She's Somebody's Daughter to country radio all by myself. And mind you, this comes from living in Nashville for 13 years, losing a record deal, losing a manager, losing a booking agent, and almost giving up on music. You know, it was to the point where I was like, what am I doing? I have a girl I want to marry. I couldn't afford a wedding ring. I'm playing people's backyards to make a living. And it got to that point where I was like, man, should I just give up? What should I do? And you know, it's kind of a message to myself to not give up. You know, like keep going. In the struggles, you find out who you are. Your scars tell your story. And for me, sending this song independently by myself to country radio was the first time an artist has really done that on their first radio, you know, on their way to their first #1. No artist has ever done that. So it was just like a very don't give up, like keep going, keep fighting, keep your head down no matter what you're going through, no matter what battle there is. No matter what evil is out there, you can overcome it because, you know, the hook says tough times make tough people, and I really do believe that.
Yeah, I agree with that indeed. So for you, just thinking about where this song came from and you being an independent artist and not having a big record label behind you, pushing you, motivating you, continuing to move the ball forward, why do you continue to stay independent and what keeps you motivated?
Yeah, well, I think the fans keep me motivated a lot, you know, and just music in general, the amount of messages I receive, you know, from She's Somebody's Daughter, how many messages we got about how much that song means to them. Tough People, we just put it out 2 weeks ago, and the amount of messages that are like, hey, man, I heard this song. We're going to keep fighting. It helps me keep going. And that's why I got into music. You know, I want to make music that inspires people. I want to make music that people can plug into their lives and change their lives for the better. And, you know, on this song, you know, I did partner with a label, which is very awesome. I didn't have to do this by myself this go around, the first one we did. And now, you know, I have a partnership with my label that I made and another label in Nashville. And that's been a big help. You know, there's a little weight off the chest of like, hey, I'm not solely in this by myself. I actually have another team that's helping me out. But it's still, you know, my label is still leading the charge and a part of that. And it's been really, really fun to have music that we're creating that is not just fluff music. And there's nothing wrong with that. I love dirt roads. I love back roads. I love party music, all that stuff. But the songs we've been putting out have really meaning behind them. And I think that's what inspires me to keep going, is I feel like God put a song in my heart for a purpose and a reason. And if I can make music that inspire people, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, I love that. Music with a message. And, you know, things trend now really quickly. So a lot is brought up and then it's disposed of in a quick way. So how do you come up with music just to make sure it lasts long and it stays connected to your fan base?
Yeah, man. Thanks for that question, man. That's such a great question. I really focus on making timeless music is my goal. And, you know, like a song like She's Somebody's Daughter, I put that song out in 2019. It took 5 years to go number one. You know, the time people heard it, discovered it, the time I created my label, all that. And it's still, you know, reacting and it's still hitting people's hearts. And I just think that's my goal is when I sit down is I want to create timeless songs, songs that no matter how old they get, it still hits somebody's heart. You know, you think of like Tim McGraw's Live Like You Were Dying. You think of Kenny Chesney's Summertime. I mean, all these songs can still be played on country radio today and still hit people's hearts, still make people feel something. And I think that's what is the coolest thing about country music is like, hey, you create stories, you put life into songs, and that can hit somebody's heart and somebody's soul forever.
Yeah, those are the true classics indeed. So let's switch a little bit. There's the creation of the song, then there's performing the music as well. So I know that has to light you up a bit. So your career is really taking off now. So do you prefer those smaller venues or the larger festivals? Where are you at with that right now?
Man, it's awesome because we're playing all of them. You know, like this last week we played a show in Atlanta where it was 177 cap room. You know, that was all could fit in there, and it was amazing. You know, we had it packed out, and the energy is just so special with everybody so small on top of you. And then, you know, we get to hit the road this January and February with Cody Johnson, where we get to go play arenas for the first time. I've never done that. I've never played an arena tour where there's 15, 16,000 people a night, and we get to go out on the road and do that. But this, you know, this November, I'm going out on my own club tour, headlining, celebrating She's Somebody's Daughter going number one, celebrating Tough People going to radio and a new single. And that's, you know, that's scary because it's your own show. You know, you hope people show up. You hope people come out and have a great time. You hope you sell enough tickets to make everybody happy. And so we're just hoping that we see, you know, this weekend, we're going to be in Pittsburgh. We're going to be in Syracuse, Cincinnati. The next weekend, we're coming to Rootstown, Ohio, the Dusty Armadillo. Then we're going to be up in Detroit. And we just hope people come out and have a great time and hear country music and hear storytelling country music. And there's a lot of pressure with that headlining slot. And I was talking to somebody about it yesterday. It's just like, it's not, hey, I'm just pulling up and it's a fair and it's a festival and people are already coming. It's like, no, the doors are only open in this place because you're playing. And that means you hope you bring people out and they enjoy the night. So I love all aspects of performing.
Yeah, well, Drew, when you make music the way you do, people will show up. So speaking of that, on November 21st at District 142 in Wyandotte, Michigan, you're going to be performing there. What can people expect?
Yeah, man, it's going to be a lot of fun, you know, and this is a celebration tour of She's Somebody's Daughter going number one, like I said, and new Tough People coming out. So obviously you're going to hear a lot of original music, but we love playing music for everybody. We're going to have just a great time. I have two great openers. Dylan Wolf is a guy from my hometown area who's been doing it for 7 years. He's got a great social media following. Everybody should check him out. Another girl named Tori Martin, who I just discovered over the last little bit. And she's so talented. She's so sweet. We got to play our first show this last weekend. And so get there early to hear these two great artists. And it's going to be a lot of fun, you know, 2 hours worth of music for cheap. And it's our first time headlining at District 142. So everybody come out, hang out with us. That small of a room, you know, like I said, next year we're moving on up to arenas. So this might be the you know, one of the last times you get to see us in a room that size. So
yeah, so go check it out. Well, Drew, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate your time this morning.
Hey, thank you, brother. Appreciate y'all.
Yep, and you can get tickets for the November 21st show at District 142 in Wyandotte, Michigan. That's a show you don't want to miss. We'll be back with more Good Day. Stay with us.